Hi everyone, we're trying a few different things this week to try to improve our broadcast on Sunday morning, so this is a trial run for Sunday in some ways. Also, I'm sitting in the pews this week where you generally sit, and it's pretty lonely surrounded by all these many rows of empty pews. I hope and pray that very soon you'll be back here in the pews as well. We continue to hope and we continue to pray for that day to come. I've been thinking about angels this week. Do you remember a couple of years ago there was a great resurgence of interest in angels? I remember once I was in a bookstore at a shopping mall and I discovered there were more books in that store about angels than about Jesus. Well, there's a wide variety of belief in and understanding of angels, ranging from non-believers, skeptics, to believers. We can neither prove or disprove the existence of angels any more than we can really prove or disprove the existence of God. And yet all this stuff about angels in the Bible may be reminding us that there is more to our universe than what we can see, and that unseen influences for good may surround us and shape our lives in ways that we will never be able to imagine or explain. Here's what I mean by that. A Sufi story tells about a man who was so good that the angels were sent to him with the offer that he be granted three things: the gift to heal the sick, the power to convert others, and the beauty of a virtuous life. When the man in humility declined all three, the angels insisted that he choose one. So he asked that he might be able to do great good in the world without ever knowing it. Then the angels devised the following answer to his request: wherever his shadow fell behind him, people would be cured, the grieving would be comforted, the weak would be strengthened, children would grow, crops would flourish. Wherever he went in the world, everyone and everything would be somehow better because of his shadow. But he would never know what happened because it occurred behind his back. Well, eventually, all that people remembered about him was that in his shadow, there was healing. And after a long time, even his name was forgotten, and people spoke of him only as the Holy Shadow. Have you ever noticed that the really great and good angels who visit our world, they have no name? They have no knowledge of the good they have done, and they seek no final recognition for their work. They leave behind no monument, buildings, or endowments to perpetuate the memory of their goodness. They do not harbor the secret dream that hundreds of mourners will attend their funeral, and that wonderful eulogies will tell of all the good they have done. There's none of that. They don't even envision some great heavenly awards banquet at which, before all the hosts of heaven, their good works will at last be recognized. Their favorite Bible verse is John chapter 3, verse 30, where John the Baptist says of his cousin Jesus, "He must increase, but I must decrease." They live with the delicious secret that God alone knows what they have done and has met them with the only words worth living for: "Well done, good and faithful servant." So could it be that this is who and what the real angels are? We seldom, if ever, know their names, but what we experience is healing in their shadow. Perhaps each of us might live our lives in such a way that we might be known as a holy shadow. Have a good week.